congratulations on being AFC Offensive Player of the Week. But I guess we don't really kind of, it's stuff that kind of.
It is what it is.
Do you care at all about those kind of things, or I mean,
No, not really.
What does that say where your offense is right now and the ability to make so much progress in the last 6 weeks?
Yeah, we've been playing great. Our guys work really hard to put on good performances every Sunday, and it's been showing up on film, and we're excited about where we're at. Big one this week. Um, Another division game that we got to go and put our best foot forward.
why do you think Cleveland's kind of done so well defensively against you guys the last two times you guys have played, excluding that week?
They got really good players. Um, we haven't executed to up to our ability. So we're gonna have to execute the game plan to the best of our ability and move the ball, put points on the board, and keep their offense off the field.
Is there anything that they do uniquely that maybe other teams don't? I mean, that maybe why you all struggle the way that you all have?
We have Miles Garrett. That's different from everybody else.
I think you've only thrown 5 red zone interceptions. I think 3 of them are against Cleveland. Anything? Is it a scheme? Is that a scheme thing? Was that just?
No, it's just me not doing my job.
That's only against that team.
It seems that way.
What's that like as you know kind of the history of the games since you've been here and kind of what's that prep like going into this week for you? Have you been changed at all or no?
No, not really. I mean, you look at all the games we've played against them. Until last game, we really moved the ball really well. We just had some key turnovers and some bad spots that have limited our ability to win those games. And so we gotta take care of the ball, execute, run the ball well, and take our opportunities when they come.
With the way their team is constructed, how much does game script matter? I know it matters every week.
Yeah.
Against them.
Like you said, it matters every week. We try to put our favorite plays in the game plan in that early script until the defense shows us something different. And I think for the most part this year we've been pretty good in the first second quarter um, since the beginning of the year. So that's credit to the coaching staff for putting together a good game plan.
Along those lines, Joe, last year you talked a lot about figuring out the game in the first quarter of a game and then making adjustments from there. Has that stayed the same this year, or is it a little bit different?
That kind of depends on the game. For the most part, that's true. Teams are still playing us a little differently, so you always have to be ready to make your adjustments on the fly, which we've been really good at. We got smart players and great coaches that make those adjustments in game that have allowed us to move the ball and score.
How important is it not to force things while you're making those adjustments and force something that's not there? How important is it to stay away from those?
Yeah, you always got to get a feel for the game before you like to be explosive early in the game, and we have the guys that can do that, but you also want to get a feel for it and see how they're playing you and see where you can make those opportunities.
Where do you feel like the offensive line's at now compared to when y'all played Cleveland in week 8?
I mean, they're playing better than just about everybody in the league. They've been dominant the last couple of weeks, and that's exciting to see.
How does that kind of adjust as you maybe now have more time in the pocket? It's probably a little bit better for you. How do you adjust the way you go through reads and progressions, knowing that you're going to maybe get that extra half second or full second that you didn't have earlier in the season?
Kind of depends on the spot. I'm going to continue to play the game the way that I play, and I'm going to get the ball out quickly and find my running backs when they're there, and I'll just try to distribute the ball to the open guy, and then the way that they're playing, maybe I can extend some plays that maybe I couldn't have in the past.
There was a former Chiefs player who said this Bengals team right now is better than the team we faced last year. A lot of that is growth with this team, but also for you, you're playing at a really high level. How do you feel like you have grown the most? I know the year's not over, but just this year from last year, where have you grown the most?
I think just overall, I'm playing the game faster. I'm finding the checkdowns quickly when I need to, and that's allowing them to turn those checkdowns into 7-8 yard plays that are keeping us on schedule. And then I think we've done a really good job of taking advantage of the opportunities that we do get. We don't get a ton just because of how our guys on the outside, and when you get one-on-ones, you got to take advantage of them, and I think we've done that.
There's been lot of film breakdown from the 3rd and 11 play against the Chiefs that won you guys the game on Sunday. Your vision stands out, obviously. I know you've always been good at that, but is that something even this year, dealing with the Tampa 2 and everything, that has improved along the way, just the way you're seeing defenses?
I think I'm just an overall better player. I really like the way that my legs are coming along. I think that's added a part to my game that maybe I didn't have last year coming off that injury, and so I'm excited about that. And I'm just seeing the field really well right now, preparing the way I need to prepare to put my best foot forward on Sundays.
Zach was saying that you go for Zach was saying you go for the throw. He was describing it. Where does that come from? That kind of that killer instinct, that go for the throw, go for it, and not wait.
I don't know. I think a big part of it is preparing throughout the week, and another big part is having the utmost faith in my guys and my teammates to make plays in those spots. As a quarterback, you have to have trust in your guys to make big plays down the stretch, and we have the guys that are able to make those plays to win us games.
That play, it looked like the route was kind of, I don't know, like a slant cross. I mean, you like first window, waited, guys bearing down on you on a T twist, and then you make a perfect throw. When did you how do you make those decisions? Don't do it now, got to wait, do it again. I mean, and throw it like that. It's crazy.
Well, it's 3rd and 11. You got to wait for 'em a little bit to get down the field when you're running a slant, because if you hit that first, the first window was a little muddy, and if you throw it in that first window, you might not get the first down. So you might have to. I felt like I had to hold it for just an extra tick to try to let him get down the field and clear that first window, and trust T to make the play in a contested situation.
For Sunday's game in particular, do you feel like it's especially important for you guys to get out to a lead, given how I know recently you guys were able to win even when you're not leading at the beginning of the game, but just based off how this game went last time when you guys were down a little bit and weren't really ever able to come back in?
Yeah, you against this team, you can't get behind early because they run the ball so well. They have such good pass rushers. That's really where they want to be. So you have to score points early. You have to move the ball and keep their offense on the sideline early because they run the ball so well.
Is there anything that maybe mentally a win against Cleveland gives you all that maybe other teams don't, given how the series has gone recently for you all?
Well, it's a big division game. Division games are always like that. So they're always a little more intense. You always focus on them a little bit more just because of the history and how many times you play these guys every year.
How much personally do you want to win over Cleveland? Because that's the one team you haven't beaten.
Yeah, I mean we need one, and not just because it's Cleveland, but because it's the next game, and you try to go 1-0 each week.
What has it meant to you to have Samaje back there? Now maybe Joe comes back this week. You have both of them back there. What has Samaje meant to the offense and to you?
He's been unbelievable for us. Turning, if there's nothing there in the run, he still gets us 3, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but that means everything. Is when you're staying ahead of the chains, and he's great with the check downs, getting you 6 or 7 or 8, getting first downs after contact. He's just been so good for us, and I'm so happy that he's made the most of this opportunity.
How valuable is it going to be to have Mixon and Piron and have that two-headed monster with the way Piron's playing right now?
Yeah, it's always great to have a guy like Joe back. He's going to run really hard and make the most out of his opportunities.
Yeah, we probably talked about this before, but I'm forgetting. Denzel Ward, what is your relationship like with him?
I got a great relationship with Denzel. We were in the same class at Ohio State coming out of high school, and so I love Denzel. Been around him a long time. He's a great player. Always fun talking with him during and after the games. So I'm looking forward to seeing him.
We asked you about, obviously, the team wanting to win this game. You wanting to beat the Browns. Is that one of those personal motivators that Denzel Ward has the edge over you, is going to talk trash to you, going to give you some kind of heck about it if they win again?
No. Nothing like that. Me and Denzel, we love each other. It's not there's not a lot of trash talk going on between us on the field.
Your comment about Myles Garrett, you faced probably, I don't know how many top edge rushers you faced this point in your career, and you've seen Aaron Donald, TJ Watt. Would you say Myles Garrett is toughest matchup for you?
He just presents so many problems to you because he can he can win at the line of scrimmage. He can win late. He's fast off the ball. He's just so disruptive in everything that he does. He's a great player.
Your numbers have been terrific in the red zone. Is that one of the spots where you've improved, not just having the snaps and just learning? And what is it maybe you took from last year to this year about the red zone?
I thought we were pretty good. Down the stretch last year we weren't great, but we started off the season last year really, really good. We were top 5 in the league, I think, and we have great game plan every week for the red zone. And we have receivers that make contested plays, and that's what you need in the red zone. You need guys that are gonna go get the ball in tight contested situations.
Could this game be a lot like last week's game? Both teams had the ball 8 possessions, one each in the first quarter. It's like you have a sense of urgency to score. You guys scored them out of your 8 possessions. The way they run it and eat the clock up and stuff. Do you go into the game thinking, I may not have that many possessions, we got to capitalize?
Yeah, the way teams play us on defense, we've been having to really move the ball down the field in 10, 12 play drives, and that limits your possessions in a game. So you have to make the most out of every single one that you have. And the urgency to get points on every drive is elevated in games like this. Good.
Thanks, Joe.